So, like, how long have you been teaching at Riverside?
This is my 10th year teaching.
Okay. And have you had any past experiences besides Riverside, like, teaching-wise? Like, did you come from a different school district?
No, this is my first
No?
teaching job.
Okay. What made you want to become a teacher?
It's the only job where you can harass children and they can't leave the room.
Anything else?
I just like working with kids. I mean, I think it's fun. Every day's different. You get to see kids achieve things that they didn't think they could, and help them do that's really rewarding. And I don't know, I just kind of been one of those things that I could always relate to, and I feel like I could do well.
Like that. How do you feel about our announcements? Like, you do like the PA system in the morning, and then you get an email sometimes of like the announcements of the day.
Mm-hmm. I think the biggest thing is that I don't think the kids are really getting the information. I think that, especially in John R., it's viewed as a signal that class is ending, and so they all stand up and don't really listen. So there definitely needs to be some improvement as far as getting information out to the kids.
So what do you think we could do?
Well, is there a way that we could record them and put them on the YouTube channel? And then whether that is played on the TVs in the cafeteria, and continuously throughout the day, maybe like once or twice per block.
Right.
That way kids know that they have a place they can stop and check at, or if the links can go out on Twitter, and that way the kids can just watch it on their own time. If they miss something, that way it's archived, they can go back to it and get information as far as when dates are, deadlines, things of that nature. I think it'd be pretty helpful, especially because kids, they're not the generation of listeners. They need a visual stimulation to watch something.
So do you think that like if we were allowed like the grant for a bulletin board where we could like change it every morning, it would be up all day? There'd be one in John R. and one in Riverside. You can walk past it, take a picture of it if you need to. It has the day, and then at the bottom like upcoming. Do you think that would be beneficial, or do you think more of a technology would work better?
I think the only thing with the board is that you're given a limited space, and sometimes during the year you've got more issues that you need to. Despotism means like you have like a tyrannical king. That's not part of your question. That's what happens when you push kids don't study. So.
Okay. All right. And then for like the future, do you think that there could be, if we were again given it, do you think that there could be any way to like enhance it instead of just doing like letters and then just like posting like papers and flyers? Like, do you have any idea of how to make it better?
The big thing is that things that go up on a wall, with the amount of foot traffic we have, kids are always in a hurry to get by everything, or a whole bunch of kids are standing in front of it and not moving. Nobody else can see it. Now, if it's something that could be in the areas above the doorways, down hallways, that way you can see it the entire time you're walking. It's constantly there.
That's smart.
The only thing that's tough is that if you're going to change it every day, you're going to have to have a ladder. But if you come in early and it's done, and you have that option, it's less likely for kids to mess around with it because it's out of reach. I'm just trying to think of like if I was a sophomore or younger and was kind of a bit of a punk, like I would try to rearrange the letters.
Well, we were hoping that we'd get it in
like
an
a
enclosed
case. That you
case. Yeah, because like some of the boards come with that already if you just like bought them. So we were hoping that we'd get one of those so that couldn't happen because we thought about that. Mac also said that, so yeah.
Right. So, but if it's that, you know, you want to have it to where you can see it from a distance as you're walking down the hall, instead of having to stop there at it to get information.
Okay, the other question you kind of already answered, so I don't think I'm gonna ask it. It would be like, so like say for next year, like how would you improve announcements if we couldn't get the board, but you said like the TV.
I think a
and
YouTube channel is going to be,
channel.
because you can even have, if there's teachers or advisors for clubs or coaches, you can interview them real quick, or they can go on and make their announcement type of thing too. Especially because there's sometimes people's names are referenced. Sometimes they're not even pronounced correctly. And so you can actually have them be like, oh, I know who that teacher is. Yeah. And then that way they have a reference point of where they can follow up with questions and stuff like that.
Okay. And then would you recommend the board idea? Or do you think that it would just kind of...
I think it's just kind of old school.
It's old as new.
That is true.
Well, that's what we were talking about with Mac, because like the whole like Twitter situation, honestly, not everyone has a Twitter, and like when they post things about like signing up to work the blood drive or doing things like that, no one knows about it because not everyone's on their phone like 24/7. Like yeah, everyone thinks that, but like sometimes like people aren't.
Right.
So like that's why we were thinking it'd be better if we had somewhere where you could just look, which the YouTube channel is a really good idea. That's a really good idea. So yeah, just instead of...
Now, if you had the boards, if you were to split the funds, because I have no idea what the cost of these things are.
We're in
the 200, 300.
We're in that range.
For one?
For two. We
Oh,
have,
for two. So
yeah,
you have
so
one in John R. and one in...
Yeah, it's like 280.
So if they were in, because we want to think of like, all right, areas where kids are in line, to where they're going to have time. So if you look at like where the cafeteria lines up in Riverside, you put it on that wall there.
Yeah, that's what we were...
That way kids are standing there for a while and they're going to look at it.
Yeah, we were thinking...
You do the same thing around the corner in John R. Right? Across from the boys' bathroom, or the girls' bathroom.
Yeah.
Right? Where they line up down that hallway. You've got kids where they're spending a considerable amount of time just standing there, and every kid, for the most part. So, if you're going to do two boards, those are locations I put.
Right. Yeah, that's what we were.
Traffic.
We were thinking that as well too. And then also, if you don't even eat lunch here, like say you're a CCP student, you can always just walk into the cafeteria and look real quick. And that only affects like a lot of 12th graders. So I mean, so.
And it's in John R. It's the hallway that everybody has to come in through. For the coming down from the gym.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
That helped.
Any other questions?
I don't think so. Do you have any? No?
All right.
All right. Thanks.
Glad I could help.